Good afternoon. This is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It's Friday, September 1st, 2006. And I'm going to add another one to that list of Howard Lindzen that said how to know if you're addicted to the stock market. You could say if you're watching this video and it's Friday, you are addicted to the stock market. We've got the Qs on the screen right here, the Nasdaq 100 Trust, and we did see the market make a new high today. And this week, which was supposed to be a nothing week because of the low volume, and we did see very low volume again today as well. But this was a very bullish week. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, you can see nice big up candle here after last week's real narrow range. So back to the daily time frame, the market made it through this high that we've been watching from late June. However, it didn't close above there, and it came at the end, after a multi-day move. Typically, when I see a market break out after it's already been extended like this one has, or it's not really so extended, but just the fact that it's had multiple days of gains, I don't really trust those breakouts as much as it had been from a nice flat type of base. However, we've still got good support down near the 3870 level or so. That's about where the 10-day moving average is as well. So I think we're still in pretty good shape for next week. I'd like to still see a little bit of a pullback in there. But this week the market was supposed to not do much of anything, and the bulls staged a sneak attack while the volume was low, and we'll see if next week when the so-called bigger traders come back. We'll see if they bring sell orders with them. But this week, obviously, we had a very positive week. And if you didn't take the week off, like a lot of people did take the week off, but if you didn't take it off, it was a very rewarding week. There were a lot of good plays, both long and short. I've got the IWM we're looking at right now, the Russell 2000, and I was hoping we would get a little bit of a pullback. We really didn't get to see much pullback in there. We did get a slight pullback. I'd like to see it come down and maybe test that 200-day moving average. Maybe even close below it for a day or two just to get some more people nervous and get more people short before this market can lift out higher. I continue to like the market. I think it acts strong. We've got the rising 10-day moving average above the rising 20-day moving average above the rising 50-day moving average. That tells me good positive uptrend. On the 10-minute time frame here, we saw a very shallow pullback early on. But it didn't, break it below these lows near the 7150 that's been support. So 7150 is the more important support level right now. That's also where this 5-day moving average looks like it's heading for. IWM continues to act real strong. The semis were a little bit weaker today. If we look at that 10-minute time frame, yesterday I pointed out the moving average is crisscrossing and how that represents indecision. I also was a little bit concerned in thinking that we might get a little pullback because we did see that lower high. Well, we saw a lower low today in the market. The semis came down to where? They came down to, first of all, we've got this level here, which is a rising 5-day moving average. You're a lot of times going to find support near there. If I look at a 1-minute time frame, you're also going to see that that's also where we had the daily S2. And buyers were in there as well. So then we look at the daily time frame, we can see again the importance of this level is that it was the prior level of resistance as well. So this area, this 3350-ish area, it made sense to be a buyer in there, the 3360-ish area more than anything, because we had S2. We had a prior level of resistance acting as support, and we had that 5-day moving average. So it made sense that there would be buyers there. Now, I didn't take advantage of it, but hopefully some of you were able to spot that and see it. So this appears to be our important level of support right now. And again, the relative volume is light. The market has consolidated 2 days now on lighter volume compared to the up volume that was very strong on the way up. I still think that, this level doesn't really have to hold. In fact, I think you could see the market maybe back down towards this level, 3320. And again, maybe that would bring a little bit of a shakeout to the market, get people nervous, get people short, and then it could charge higher after accomplishing that. The S&P 500 was able to make a new high and close at a new high for the week as well. Well on its way towards that 133.5 target that we've been looking at, 133 to 133.5, based on this inverted head and shoulders pattern that I've been pointing out for well over a month now. The height of the pattern added to the breakout point gets us right up around this area. Check the post a couple days ago for a little more outline of that. But S&P 500 acts great. You know, bull market. It's just doing exactly what a bull market is supposed to do. It rallies up on good volume, consolidates on light volume, thrusts higher again over and over again. So the market continues to act strong. I love to see these opinion polls where we've got so many bears, and you know, the last one I saw, I think it were about 20% bullish, which is just a very, very low number. And Foundry, let's take a look at the stocks and we'll wrap it up. I'll be back again this weekend with another video with ideas. I'm going to try and get that out of the way maybe tomorrow, and that way you'll have time to view it, and we'll see. Foundry, we were in Foundry. We got stopped out today with a very small gain. We were not such a small gain. I guess we were in back over here, I think, and we put our stop under that level. 11:30, we were in the stock at 11:30, and we got stopped out over in here. So that was a nice trade. What else do we have here? Halliburton, symbol HAL. As you know, I'm bearish on the stock. I own some puts, and this stock is annoying the heck out of me. The fact that it just can't break down and just get crushed. You know, look at this thing. It just looks so vulnerable. Maybe it's too obvious. But oil, USO, the U.S. oil fund, closed at a new low again here for since the inception of this USO. But Halliburton somehow remains stubbornly strong in here. If I owned it long, you know, fact is it's in a downtrend. The 50-day moving average is heading lower. We've got this rally up to this prior level of support. It looks like it's acting as resistance now, and it just ought to crack lower and get a nice fearful sell-off, hopefully down towards these lows. But it just hasn't happened yet. That's why I'm in the puts. And rather than the stock, plus because it's a listed stock and I just don't trust them. SUNH, we were stopped out of this one today. We're in over at this level here and out today around here. So we were in at $10.18, out at $10.46 stop for a gain of 28 cents. Avici, symbol AVCI. I had suggested buying above 850 yesterday, and today I said that you ought to raise your stop to break even, so you should be out at break even right now. Flextronics, FLEX, we were in at, FLEX, we were in at 1179 yesterday. Our stop was at 1165. I think you can leave your stop there, maybe raise it, I'd leave it at 1165. OLAB, we were stopped out of this one with a small loss as it took out the $6 level, so that should have been about a 20-30 cent loss in OLAB. Stock just couldn't get it going. XING did not make it past that 1160 level, so there was no reason to get involved in there. And the shorts that we had, I said I wasn't going to update Celgene, but I just wanted to bring Celgene up one more time because we had that real sharp sell-off yesterday. I said you always want to cover into strong weakness like that, and today it turned around. I don't know what the heck that move was about yesterday, but it was nice to be short and to be able to grab some of that. Hopefully, I know quite a few people did participate because based on the emails that I got. Imclone Systems, symbol IMCL. We got short this one yesterday at 29.90, and I suggested you stop, go at 30.20. Let's leave it there for now. And the stock looks like it ought to break down soon. Intraday today, I had mentioned RealNetworks. Yesterday, I put this on saying that it looks like a good potential short squeeze candidate. It was at daily R2 when I posted it yesterday, and I said that it looks a little too extended right now, but to keep your eyes on it. Well, this morning, hopefully you caught the update, because what I had mentioned in there was that it came down to daily S2, and that's right in here. And I posted right about this point right here. The stock was 10.48, and I said, look, it looks okay to buy the stock here with a stop a nickel below the daily low. So that would have brought you down here. And it rallied pretty nicely, 20 cents. But I think that, there's still, the stock got a downgrade. There were a couple comments saying, hey, isn't it kind of suspicious? And I think, yeah, it is suspicious that the stock gets a downgrade when it's breaking out. Who knows if these guys are, apparently it was Raymond James and they haven't been covering the stock for years. They came out and downgraded it today. I didn't check to verify that information, so maybe you want to look at it. But the fact is, there's a lot of shorts stuck in this stock, and a lot of times when the shorts are stuck, they're going to try dirty tricks to try and get you out and to push it lower. I still think the stock looks like it ought to continue higher. If you're in it, I would say stop goes to break even right now. And the reason I had suggested purchasing it on that pullback was it was right at the 10-day moving average as well as daily S2 and the level where it broke out from. So that breakout, level became support in here. And so far, the stock looks like it's acting okay for RealNetworks. And we'll see what happens with it next week. I want everyone to enjoy their long weekend. And I will be back with another video for you this weekend with new ideas for next week. Thanks again, and talk to you later.